In this video, we're going to talk about compound interest. I have the formula up there. It's a very popular formula that you'll use a lot, or you'll use it in your math classes a lot at least. And I have written down what all these letters mean. You have to know what they mean or else you can't do the problem. Y means the ending amount that you're going to get. P is the principal, but it's the beginning amount that you put in the bank or whatever. R is the interest rate. N is the number of compounds per year, and you'll see that in the problem. And T is the time in years. All right, I'd like to have you pause this video and copy this whole thing down. You don't have to copy this part, but copy this whole thing down. Meanwhile, all right, we're going to continue with the video. And I have a problem for you that we're going to work on. And it says we go to the bank and we deposit $100. And we're going to be getting 6% interest on that money. And it's going to be compounded monthly. The first thing they want us to do is write an equation that we could use to solve any number of years that we put that money in. All right, so this is what our equation is going to be. Y equals 100, because it's $100 that we put in, times 1 plus the rate is 6%, 0.6, divided by the number of times it is compounded, so that's 12, all to the 12, the n, times t. Now, in the initial equation, we don't know what the t is, okay? So now we could do this to any amount of years, all right? So in our problem here, they wanted us to write the equation. Okay, we already wrote the equation. Now they want us to solve it for 5 years. All right, so I'm going to erase this t, and I'm going to put a 5 here. All right, so I'm going to write this down, 100 times. Now, what I want you to do is this part here in the parentheses, I want you to do on the calculator before you ever start. All right, so we're going to go 1 plus 0.06 divided by 12 equals, and that equals 1.005. And then 12 times 5 is 60. So in your calculator, go caret 60 equals. Now this then equals 100 times 1.348, and I'll round it off to 9. In your calculator, just go times 100 equals. And you'll notice that the ending balance is going to be $134.89. Okay? Now, for our purposes right now, I'm going to round this off to $135. We're just going to say that that's $135. Now, how much interest did you make in 5 years? You made $35. You made $35. Now, don't forget that, okay? I'm going to write this up here, $135. And you made $35 in interest. All right, now let's erase some of this stuff. What would happen? Let me just erase this part and this part, because this is going to change, and I'm going to change this part right here, and I'm going to change this part right here. All right, what would happen if we did the same thing, but now we're going to do it for 10 years? I just want to show you something. For 10 years. Now, if you took that interest and doubled it, wouldn't it be 70? So at the end of 10 years, you might be thinking that you're going to make $170. All right? Well, let's see what happens. All right, let's go 1.005 caret 120. And what does that equal? 1.8194, we'll say. All right, now again, in my calculator, I've already got it, so I'm just going to go times 100 equals. All right, the new balance is 181.94. I'm going to round that off, guys, to 182 if you don't care for right now. All right, now look. We thought maybe it was going to be 170 because that was doubling it, see? But look what happens. We got $12 more than that because of that compound interest. Now, you might think, well, that's not very much interest after 10 years, only $82, whatever. But the initial amount is not much either. $100 is not much. But think about it. You put in $1,000, you know, look how the interest will go up. This is very important for you kids. You guys need to put money away every month in some kind of a bank account or something where they compound your interest every month, and watch that money and don't touch it. I don't care what happens, don't touch that money for quite a few years until it gets up there.